I was born here in Tsenin, but we moved to Bushbuck Ridge, but only because my parents wanted to go stay there. But my schooling and everything, it was done in Tsenin. I schooled in Ben Foster, where sport was actually taken seriously, but I stayed in Bakersdorp. It's one of the smallest towns. There's no water, there's limited facilities for any sport person. I don't think anyone from Bakersdorp does sport. I stayed in the hostel, and our hostel, every weekend you have to go home, so that's where I used to go. And we had to, same thing, get water with buckets and wheelbarrows in order for us to wash, cook, and all of those things. Your stoves are outside, you cook with fire and all of those things. That's how I grew up, but that's the type of life that I knew before going out into your varsity, where it's just more modern. I'm currently doing my final year in BSc Geography and Climatology at the University of Free State in Bloemfontein. I think I must be very, very proud. If I look back when I first made the national team, that was in 2018, I actually wanted to quit because I didn't feel like I was fit enough or ready enough to actually compete in such a stage. And looking at the team's goal, going out there, they really wanted to perform. They really wanted to up their rank and beat the highest teams. So I didn't feel like I was ready to be part of that. But when I went back home, having to recite the vision of the team, the mission and the goals that they had, it was really amazing to find myself being part of that and making history. So it was really great. Yeah, I think the biggest highlight for me is being featured in the World Cup, and not only just being on the bench or watching from the side, but actually being given an opportunity to go against the best team, like playing against Australia, 2 quarters. That for me was enough to give me some sort of hope that I can actually compete in the biggest stage of netball. I think the hardest thing for me would say the discipline in all of that, knowing that you're not supposed to do certain things because it might just hinder how you're going to perform and all of that. And it's not always easy, especially now with the support and everything. You're getting money, you're getting recognition, you're getting people. It's always so easy to fall off the bus and just go crazy. So that kind of keeping that kind of discipline, to know that I always have to be at my top form, I have to perform for the country, that is one of the most difficult. It's doable, but it's always one of the difficult things. I don't really look up to someone as a role model or as an inspiration, because we all have different journeys. When you look from where you come from and where you're going, I feel like your journey itself should be an inspiration, and that's how I am inspired. I always look at my background and where I'm from and where I want to go and what I achieve, and that all is what inspires me. I must say the out-court stuff really does play a big role. So her coming in, she really made such a big difference in netball, and bringing much people actually very interested in the sport. And it gives players much confidence to say that the work that they've been putting in, or the goals that NSA has, are being achieved. That actually gives us, like I said, confidence to know that, okay, we are being backed by the management of netball. So she's made such a huge difference, and I think she played a big part in what netball has become today. I think for me the biggest achievement will be playing in one of the highest leagues in netball, to know that I've reached not my full potential, but have competed against the best, and knowing that we're going into World Cup 2023, I would like to be part of that World Cup, knowing that I've actually competed against the best, and going to 2023 I can still compete with the best and actually be at their level or even beat that level.